All right, this is amazing. This is incredible. So we have an entire pallet full of Vault X binders that just showed up. Huge shout out to Vault X. Honestly, like, this is absolutely amazing. I just kind of want to break into it. I opened up this one over here, so we've got some 9-pocket binders over there, but this is what we're going to be using for building our master sets, like putting together every single master set. We were going over all of the new stuff that we just took in, thanks to Steve and thanks to all the bulk stuff that we've been able to get, and now we have the opportunity to kind of go through. We've got more 9 pockets there. We've got 12 pockets, the black ones here. Looks like the mustard yellow, 12 pockets here. Looks like there's more 12 pockets on the bottom down here. So 12 pockets down here. I'm assuming that means black. There's black ones over here. This is gonna look absolutely amazing. We've got 9-pocket yellows there, 9-pocket black. Over here is 9-pocket red, 9-pocket yellow, 12-pocket zip binder XL black here, 9-pocket black, 9-pocket red. It looks like, I mean, we'll be able to get a lot of this stuff done. Like, this is amazing. Like, we can start going through a lot of this. We have Card Party coming up next weekend already, so we're only going to be able to get so much of this done, but this makes me just want to start doing work right away. What is this one here? 12-pocket XL yellow, 12-pocket zip binder black. So there's a lot in here. This is, I don't even know how many come in. What is this? So this is 12 pockets, it's 12 pieces, 10 pieces. This has to be like a couple hundred binders at least. Huge shout out to Vault X for hooking us up. This is really exciting. So we're gonna start putting stuff together and we'll just see what we can all get accomplished. All right, so my studio is still an absolute disaster. If you watched the video from, I don't know, it's like a few weeks ago now, maybe a month ago now, I talked about how terrible my studio looks. I don't even call it a studio. Just call it like a giant Messville. I don't know. I have no good word for it. It's a disaster. And I have been trying to do some stuff here and there to clean it up, but honestly, it is what it is. It's an organized mess for me. But this is where, like, the master set work, some of it goes down because I've got a lot of bulk boxes in this room. So I'm trying to sort things through, and we're going to look at those in a second. Just what I've done with these Vault X binders so far. And this is what my intention is doing, but it's taking so much longer than I thought it was just to get everything positioned in the binder. So this is not obviously a binder that we're going to be using for, you know, the older master sets as we can continue our journey to complete every single Pokemon card master set that's ever been printed. It's just what we've been able to get through so much this week, but trying to get through ordering, like, numerically, trying to not mess up the binder. Like, I'm messing it up. I know I am. Like, going over the checklist. I showed you guys last week. The site that I'm using to print off the checklist so that way I can properly put everything in the binders. And I'm not really accounting for ultra rares properly because there's only going to be one variant of those. And I really want to do the normal variant of a common and uncommon, and then the reverse holo variant with it next to it, rather than doing it behind. Some people do master sets where they do the non-holo variant in the front and then the reverse holo variant behind, or the reverse holo variant in the front and the non-holo variant behind. I like to do them side by side. So I'm sure I'm messing it up. We'll have to move it around, but I've got a decent amount of sets that are already in binders. And when I say a decent amount, I mean like 9 or 10. Like, it's taking me so long. And part of the reason too is because, like, I don't know if I've just gotten so old or what, but when I'm staring, like, I think I have decent eyesight when I'm staring at the cards over and over again and looking at the text. Some of those cards during, like, the Platinum era and the Call of Legends era, the Heart Gold Soul Silver era, like, I can easily identify the set now. Like, that's fine. The set symbol is fine. But when I'm looking at, like, the 9 out of 95 or the 46 out of 101 in numerical order, and yeah, I've got the checklist, but I'm trying to just look at the card to kind of put stuff. I'm like it's just getting blurry all of a sudden when I'm staring at it for too long. I don't know. This is a master set for Destined Rivals. This has nothing to do with this is a master set. This is cool. We're giving this away to one lucky subscriber. So that's why I'm just selling out right now. I'm just telling you guys to make sure you're subscribed to the channel so that way you can enter to win this. So scroll down, hit that subscribe button. This one's done. So this has everything in it. Everything that you can possibly pull from a booster pack is all in this
this bad boy right here. So every illustration or every special illustration, they're all in here. So they're all in here. All you got to do is just hit that subscribe button down below. And then you want to leave a like and a comment on this video right here. So I'm going to put the thumbnail for the video right up here. That's the video you want to go to. You want to leave a like and a comment on that video. Boom, you're entered. I'm going to announce the winner on Friday, July 4th. At the beginning of that video, but we're gonna go look at my disaster to see, you can just see how things are laid out. Next week we have card party, so I'm gonna try and record a video down there kind of hunting for cards for the master sets, but it's gonna be cards that are a little bit more difficult to find, more expensive. So I'm gonna focus on like holographic rares, I'm gonna focus on EXs, LVXs, maybe some prime cards, things like that. I was told there's gonna be like 800 vendors at card party, or a ridiculous amount. And usually, historically, there's only been 2 card parties so far, but I haven't really had the time to really go shop around. So my goal is, I don't know if I'll go live next Sunday to kind of go through this journey with you guys. That would be ideal, but it might have to be like recording something on Friday or Saturday and then kind of editing it quick, throwing it up on Sunday, so that we can continue this tradition that we've started of updating you guys every single week on our master set chase. So let's go look at what we've got right now, and then I'm going to be kind of gone for the next week. So we're going to be chasing and hunting like some actual harder to find, more expensive variant, maybe some crystals, maybe some shinies. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get down there, but let's go look at what we've got.
All right, so this is where we're at so far. These are the binders that I've got put together on this like bin of graded cards. Look at how messy it is down here. There's a bunch of packs from when I do my pack breaks on Wednesdays. But I've got a couple of bulk boxes here that I've already started sorting through. A lot of stuff in here is mostly Wizards of the Coast era stuff. There's a lot of stuff from Wizards of the Coast, but there is some stuff from like different, like, I don't know, the Platinum era and other eras, I guess. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Call of Legends. Like, there's some stuff in there in these boxes. So I'm kind of going through this and pulling out whatever I can and combining it with what Steve sent me. So if you remember, Steve sent me a bunch of stuff. So this is what I'm doing. I'm actually not checking off the cards as I go. I'm just using this checklist as a reference. And I've got all of these checklists. I don't know how many do I have here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got nine binders that are kind of started, at least. None of them are even close to being done. But then I've got everything written on the outside. So Diamond and Pearl, Great Encounters. Obviously, this is all the stuff that's in here. And then I've got the commons and uncommons, some of the hollow rares, some of the reverse hollows in these binders ready to go. So that way I can just keep adding stuff. So Platinum Rising Rivals. I didn't really pick and choose for any specific reason. I just started going through what Steve sent me and then started going through whatever I've pulled out of bulk. So here's Call of Legends right here. The good thing about these older sets from like Call of Legends era, Rising Rivals, Platinum era, like a lot of this stuff, like you can see there's only, I mean, 95 cards in this set. Now, yeah, there's reverse hollows. There's two hollow variants on a lot of stuff. Like obviously there's going to be rares and then reverse hollows. So it's going to be double whatever the size is here. But even like a 200 card master set is way better than what we've been dealing with throughout the Scarlet and Violet era, throughout the Sword and Shield era. So that's a good thing. Over here we've got Noble Victory. So I started doing some of the black and white era sets. And there's not really any rhyme or reason as to why I'm choosing what color. I'm just mixing colors up as I go. So Plasma Blast. Originally I was like, well, maybe I'll do black and white era in yellow. But I think I like the idea of just like different colored binders, as long as they're all uniform. And I'm using 9 pockets for all of these, which should be good for pretty much every set up until like the Sword and Shield era. And then we might have to graduate to the 12 pocket binders. But here's Heart Gold, Soul Silver Unleashed right here. And then below that we have Diamond and Pearl Secret Wonders. You can see there's, I don't know how many, 100 and there's actually a decent amount in here, 132 cards in this set. And then you've got obviously a lot of reverse hollow variants and things like that. And then this is the Diamond and Pearl set right here, which has 130 cards. The thing I like about these checklists, and I did link where to print these off from in last week's video, so if you want to print off your own checklist, you can go back and check out that video. And then storefront right here at the bottom. And I'm just going to open one of these up so you can get a feel for where I'm at so far. So I'm just going to put this down. We've got the Valut X binder right here. Huge shout out to Valut X again for helping us out with this. I should have already unzipped it. Now you guys are probably like, why am I moving all over the place? I'm really bad at this. That's okay. So I've got everything laid out in the binder so you can see it's so empty. So there's like a reverse hollow Dusknoir right up here. So Dusknoir is
number 1 in the set. So the non-hollow variant will go right here, and then the reverse hollow variant will go here, and then just blank spaces after that. Ideally, I wouldn't mind having proxies in here, but I feel like that's going to take a ridiculous amount of time and work to try and put proxies in there. Luminian is down here, so that would be number 4. So the non-hollow variant would go here, and then the reverse hollow variant would go after it here. And then as we get a little bit further in the set, we'll have a little bit less blank spaces because more commons and uncommons. If you remember, a lot of the higher rarity cards were at the front of the set during the Diamond and Pearl era, during the HGSS era, during the Call of Legends era. They put all of the higher rarity cards, even during Wizards of the Coast, the higher rarity holographics and stuff were at the beginning, and then it went commons and uncommons at the end, which is completely different now. They do it based off of typing, and then obviously like a million secret rares that all go at the end of the set. But over here, you've got Sceptile. We've got 2 different variants of Abomasnow. So this is how I want them all to be laid out. The non-hollow variant, reverse hollow variant after it. Bronzong. We've got Cherim over there. This page isn't too bad with the Cherim and the Drapions and the Driftblims down there. And then we've got both variants of the Dustnors. We've got some holes here leading up to Machamp, and then the Mamoswines, Rapidash, Roserade over there. This one's actually not too bad. There's still a lot of holes for sure. But we'll be able to kind of fill these in. And some of them that are like commons and uncommons, it's not going to be too bad to buy on TCG Player a set like a place like that, or eBay if you're getting just one-ofs. It's really trying to get the bulk of it done first, so that way you're not buying tons of stuff. If you're just kind of filling in holes here and there, it's not going to be as painful. We've got Budu right there and Dusclops. There's 2 different variants of Dusclops in this set. Electrode over there, another Electrode up here. We've got the Farfetch down there with the Leak. Machoke over there as we start hitting some of the commons and uncommons. Magneton and Miltank, lots of empty spaces on that page. Piloswine, a very cool Sableye right there. Scyther at the bottom over there. A lot of holes on this page as well, as we've got the Skarmory up there, the Bagon over there. Then we've got some Bronzors. And looks like we've got Cherubi, Combee, Drifloon, and Duskull down there. And then again, just a lot of reverse hollows that are missing, as we've got the Duskull up there, the Finian. Very cool looking Ghastly right there. Just really, really happy Ghastly. Larvitar, Machop, and a cool Magikarp over there with Magnemite and Mischievous. Onyx over there, lots of reverse hollows that are missing. There's that cool Pikachu right there, and a Ponyta, Roselia, Scorpy, Snover, Starly. It's actually a pretty cool Stunky right here with the artwork there. Swinub, there's so much that we need. Oh my goodness. Even Voltorb looks pretty cool. And then you move into energy cards, which are like kind of the finishing touch. So this is what I've done with all of these binders so far. And like I said, there's only 9 of them so far. So there's a long way to go, but we still got to get Diamond and Pearl, at least that's started. Creating Secret Wonders is at least started. Unleashed is at least started. The goal is to get all of the sets at least in binders to start. So Plasma Blast, and my goal is to really get up through Black and White. Like that's where I want to start. I want to get everything from base set up through Black and White to start in these binders. So huge shout out to Valut X again for helping us out with this. Very excited to see where we get Platinum Rising Rivals again, and grading cards. You can let me know in the comment section down below if you think there's a better and more efficient way to do it. Right now, it's really this is the painful part. This is the painful part to get through and see where we're at with everything. And then kind of just really what my plan is just to kind of pick a couple of sets a week and just check off as many cards as I can, and then get to the point where we're really just needing the higher rarity stuff. But we're going to check off some of that higher rarity stuff here at Card Party next week, or at Card Party next week, and hopefully we'll be able to find some of it. But it's going to be quite the battle to get through all this. I'm really excited. I'm really excited for this. I hope you guys are excited too. If you are, please hit that subscribe button down below. Leave a like, leave a comment. It goes a long way for the algorithm. But ultimately, I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming along on this quest. I'll be back on Monday, Tuesday with another video soon. It'll be soon. Until next time, guys. Peace.